Every professional understands how bad it can be to work for a toxic, disrespectful, and insensitive boss. It's something that many of us have had to go through more than once in our careers. How often have you been assigned tasks in your office that don't fall within your work description? How often have you been publicly insulted or had your intelligence questioned by your boss? How often have you felt that your boss doesn't give you any credit? Do you feel your efforts and hard work are neither recognized or respected by your boss? If so, it's likely that she is toxic. Here are a few signs that indicate that you may have a toxic boss. We'll start with playing favorites. Favoritism is common in workplaces. You may notice that some employees are treated more fairly or are given preferential treatment, while other employees are tormented for minor mistakes. This is one of the classic signs of having a boss who is toxic. These behaviors will cause animosity among employees and will pollute the culture, the ethics, and the productivity of your workplace. Verbal abuse. Shouting and screaming is never okay at the workplace, and more so if it's in front of other employees. If you are a frequent victim of verbal abuse by your boss, you're right in thinking that she is probably a toxic POS. No praise or recognition. Every employee enjoys feeling valued by their organization. A toxic boss will not give you recognition for your superior work. Could you find a cure for cancer and your boss would fail to say, "Nice job"? Providing constructive feedback and recognizing employees' efforts go a long way in boosting morale. If this doesn't exist in your workplace, you have a toxic boss. Micromanagement. If your boss doesn't let you do your work without checking on your every move, it limits your potential to think freely and be productive. Micromanagement makes it impossible for employees to do their work. It delays work and in the long term deprives employees of the confidence they need to perform to their fullest potential. In other words, it shows the lack of trust a boss has for her employees. Quick to judge. Toxic bosses make staff feel there is absolutely no room for errors in their work, and any mistake can lead to them getting in trouble. However, humans make mistakes, and that's how we all learn. Your boss should understand this. Instead of hovering over you like a hornet, she should give you space to do things on your own. Make your mistakes and learn from them. If you're labeled as incompetent as soon as you make even a single small mistake, your boss is undoubtedly toxic. Doesn't respect your private space. If your boss calls or texts you at any time of the day or night, on holidays, or even when you're in the bathroom stall, you have a toxic boss. Bosses need to understand employees have a life outside of the office, and intruding on that space is not okay. If you do see yourself waking up and working at 2 a.m. because the boss wanted to attend a party, you have a toxic and horrible boss. Losing a job or getting burned on a performance appraisal is typically why most employees refrain from confronting their boss. However, you need to draw a line of what is acceptable and what isn't. Ensure that you let your boss know what makes you uncomfortable. Self-respect and self-esteem take a beating every time you stay silent when disrespected. If your boss doesn't change her behavior toward you, even after repeated attempts from your end or even confrontations, it's a pretty clear sign that you need to find a new job. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like, subscribe, and feel free to share it with your friends. If you want to be notified of all new videos, also hit the notification button. Thank you.